All right, so last week I made a post on social media that told everybody that I am an introvert. And I think it may have shocked a lot of people because they see videos like this, they see me posting on social media, they see my ads, they see my emails, they see all the things that I'm doing, and to think, oh man, like how can I grow a business or have my own thing, put myself out there if I'm introverted? And I too used to think this when I got started, and it really prevented me from actually taking action and showing what I'm doing because I was nervous. I was like, I want to be the behind the scenes guy. Like, I don't want to be out. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want all this attention. And I'm sharing that because once I overcame a lot of those limiting beliefs, I found that introverts and people who are like me tend to actually be better at business than extroverts. And that may shock you, but a lot of times introverts have the skill set of developing systems, of developing processes, and also being able to have the urge to remove themselves from the business. While the extrovert may like attention, and because they like attention, they want to be in the spotlight. And, to each their own, that can still value the company. But if your goal long-term with the company is to be able to replace yourself and build a team, I found that a lot of introverts do a really good job of that. And I want to mention one resource before I keep going on and talking about my personal experience in being an introvert and running multiple 6- and 7-figure coaching companies. So yeah, let me share that resource with you now. And it's the book called Rocket Fuel. You can see this book. So every company, a good company, typically has a CEO and a COO, right? The CEO's visionary is the typically extroverted person, and then the COO is more of the introverted integrator type role. They call it integrator. And it's the person that puts the things together, is very systems oriented, and is good with structure and organization. Okay, that's me. I'm a COO. By heart, and that's what I've ran and for a lot of the companies that I do support, that's the role that I have. And in this current business, in the video you're watching now, in my personal brand, I am the CEO of that brand. I'm the face, I create all the content, I lead the team, I have the direction, I have all those things. And for the longest time, after reading this book, Rocket Fuel, I thought that, man, an integrator or somebody who's introverted, COO type of role, can't be the CEO of a company. There's no way they can be the CEO of the company because they don't have the vision and they don't have the skill set and all the ideas. And I've found that's not necessarily the case, right? So for me, I am that COO integrator person, but I surround myself with people who are visionaries, people who have big ideas, who can push the needle forward. And I hire them as part of my team, or I outsource and I look for a coach. And by doing that, that allows me to still have that part of the business checked off of having some visionary and having some support on direction. But I'm still the one leading the ship, and I'm still the person who's growing the business, and I'm still the face of the company, even though that may not be my skill set. So I'm encouraging you, if you feel introverted, if you're very organizational in nature and you're potentially worried about getting started online, I'm going to encourage you to step into some of that discomfort, start creating content, and start building systems around the things that you don't enjoy doing. That's what I'm doing, right? When I first started creating content, I was terrified. You know what I mean? I was filming in front of a video. It took me 10 takes before I liked something enough. Sometimes I'd do 10 takes and still send it back and be like, this isn't good enough. And I just had this pressure almost in the center of my chest around creating content because I was so nervous of how I was gonna be perceived. And that really led me to not stepping up to this fully until I did a lot more personal development work. So if that's you, if you feel insecurity or worry about starting a coaching company or starting your own business because you're not extroverted or don't like all the attention, I'm going to encourage you to just commit to creating content and putting yourself out there for at least 90 days. Okay. And be honest, those 90 days, it might be painful. There might be posts you make and you're like, damn, I want to take that thing down. I don't want that attention. I don't want to be known for this. But I encourage you just to keep posting and keep showing up and keep checking in with yourself. And also just when you do post, see what resonates and does well with your audience and just make more content like that. But don't use the excuse of I'm an introvert, I can't grow a business. That's not going to serve you. And it's not going to help all the people in this world or in your environment and community that can be supported and helped by you. Okay. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Just want to have a public service announcement that just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you can't run a business. And in fact, like I shared, being introverted, having good organizational skills and doing the things that I do allows me to be a very effective CEO and also allows me to steer my company in the right direction. So take that uncomfortable action, learn from the uncomfortable action, but don't allow that story to play in your head that I can't do this because I'm not this way intrinsically, okay? You can do it. And if you want any support with that, reach out to me. I'm happy to connect and talk more about this because I think a lot of us are limited by our ability to step out there because of this. So hope this resonates. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.